All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to thank everybody for coming down. My name's Aaron Brake. They call me the Panda. Possibly you could see why just based on my general physique. Video game trivia, just to give a quick overview. We've been doing this for about 3 years now. We run a show, I would say every Monday, but honestly, we miss a few, on Twitch at 9 o'clock Eastern. This is kind of the live version of the show. Usually for the show, we do 3 20-question rounds. Tonight, we're going to do one kind of mega 45-question round, and we've got some special speedrunning content in there since we're here at GDQ that I think y'all will enjoy. Again, just answer A, B, C, D, or E, either in the chat or in messaging the channel itself, and all the scores will be tallied automatically if you have any. So without further ado, let's get it going. So question 1 is going to be a speedrunning question. What was the first run that took place at this event, AGDQ 2020? Was it A, Metroid Zero Mission, B, Bomberman Hero, was it C, Mega Man 7, D, A Hat in Time, or E, Super Mario Bros. 3? The first run that took place at this event, AGDQ 2020. I'm going to give it a little bit to collect all the answers from chat. And it looks like an agreement. It was indeed A Hat in Time was the first run this year. Now, a little bit about the scoring. Correct answers and incorrect answers get scores based on the number of people who get the answer incorrect percentage-wise. Right now, everybody's going to get 10 points for that. You do lose points for an incorrect answer. Remember that abstention is always a valid strategy, but a little bit for cowards. Our next question is going to be about Tomb Raider. What's the name of the protagonist of the Tomb Raider series? Is it A, Lara Croft? Is it B, Chara Croft? C, Laura Craft? D, Laura Croft? Or E, Lara Croft? We have a little bit of a dissension on this one, but it is actually Lara Croft, not Laura Croft. So as you can see, their correct answer is worth a little bit more on that one. Our next question is going to be about World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, this fish can be caught in Orgrimmar and unlocks an achievement of the same name. Is it A, Old Crafty, B, Old Tricky, C, Old Wily, D, Old Spunky, or E, Old Canny? We'll give everybody just a second to get their answers in. We've got some votes for Old Tricky, some for Old Spunky and Old Canny, but it is actually Old Crafty. Sorry, Old Crafty was the answer. The correct answer there would have been 1,000 points, but that's not a real score because nobody got it right. It goes down very quickly after 1,000. Our next question is going to be an audio clip about The Legend of Zelda. All right, the question is, this music plays in which of these situations in the Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link? Does it play A, in temples, B, on the overworld, C, in boss battles, D, in towns, or E, in caves? Looks like we had a lot of people go with in towns, but actually that is the cave or battle music from Zelda 2. So that one was worth a good bit of points. Moving on to question 5 is going to be about Dragon Quest XI. Who is the first character to join the hero's party in Dragon Quest XI? Is it A, Veronica, B, Serena, C, Jade, D, Eric, or E, Sylvando? The first character to join the hero's party in Dragon Quest XI. We got one vote for Veronica, but it is Eric who joins the hero's party first in Dragon Quest XI. Our next question is going to be about the Killer Instinct series of games. Which of these Killer Instinct characters has not been playable in each installment of the franchise to date? That means that they were not playable in one of the installments or more. Was it A, Fulgor, B, Glacius, C, Jago, D, Thunder, or E, Spinal? Which of these characters has not been playable in every version of Killer Instinct? We have one for Glacius, and it looks like the rest said Spinal. But actually, it's Chief Thunder. Was not in, I believe, any of the games past the first. They took out the only Native American representation, which seems like a weird choice. Our next question is going to be another speedrunning question. According to speedrun.com, which of the following games has the most runs attributed to it at over 13,000 runs? Is it A, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, B, Celeste, C, Super Metroid, D, Super Mario Odyssey, or E, Super Mario 64? All right, let's see what everybody thought. The game with over 13,000 runs attributed to it is Super Mario 64. Celeste is a quick up-and-comer that I don't believe is that close, but is getting up there pretty quickly. But Super Mario 64 has maintained that top spot. Our next question is going to be an audio clip from the Phoenix Wright series of games. All right, and the question is, that is the theme for which prosecutor in the Phoenix Wright series? Is it A, Winston Payne, B, Miles Edgeworth, C, Manfred von Karma, D, Godot, or E, Franziska von Karma? Whose theme was that? Smooth, smooth jazz. Looks like we have a couple of different answers here. Most people are a little split on this one, but that is the theme for Godot from Trials and Tribulations, the third Phoenix Wright game. One of my favorite tracks from the series. Our next question is going to be about Super Mario Odyssey. Bench friends and pushing through the crowd are power moons that are found in what kingdom? Is it A, the Cap Kingdom, B, the Mushroom Kingdom, C, Bowser's Kingdom, D, Metro Kingdom, or E, Sand Kingdom? While we're taking a second to answer that question, I'll let, as someone new has come in, if you open your Twitch app and navigate to Video Game Trivia and join the chat, you'll be able to participate along with us. Most people seem to think it's the Metro Kingdom, and they are correct. Those are two of the power moons found in the Metro Kingdom. Video Game Trivia, all one word. Yeah, just in the chat. Our next question is going to be about Borderlands 2. In Borderlands 2, Iridium can be redeemed for various upgrades from this NPC in Sanctuary. Is it A, Sir Hammerlock, B, Crazy Earl, C, Scooter, D, Dr. Zed, or E, Johnny Waffles? All right, let's see. We've got vote for Sir Hammerlock. We've got some for Crazy Earl and Scooter and Dr. Zed, but it is Crazy Earl that you trade Iridium to for inventory and ammo upgrades. All right, our next question is going to be about StarCraft. Which of these StarCraft units is able to attack ground units? Is it A, the Devourer, B, the Corsair, C, the Valkyrie, D, the Phoenix, or E, the Banshee? Which of these StarCraft units is able to attack ground units? One vote for Valkyrie. Looks like the rest are going for Banshee. And that is the correct answer. The Banshee is the Terran unit that is strictly air to ground. All the other units listed are strictly air to air. Our next question is going to be a video clip from the Metroid series. And the question, what boss are you about to fight? Is it A, the Parasite Queen, B, Sheegoth, C, Experimental Gamer, D, Plated Beetle, or E, Mutated Scarab? At the end of that clip, what boss was Samus about to fight? Most of the votes in for Parasite Queen, which is the correct answer. All right, question 13 is going to be about Super Mario 64. Which of these is not the name of one of Jolly Roger Bay's collectible stars in Super Mario 64? A, Treasure of the Ocean Cave. B, Can the Eel Come Out and Play? C, Chests in the Current. D, Through the Jet Stream. Or E, Plunder in the Sunken Ship. Again, the question is, which of these is not one of Jolly Roger Bay's collectible stars? Answers are split between B, C, and D, but it is C. Chests in the Current is not in Jolly Roger Bay. Our next question is going to be about Magic the Gathering video games. Microprose's 1997 Magic the Gathering game took place on what plane? Was it A, Theros, B, Ulgrotha, C, Zendikar, D, Chandalar, or E, Dominaria? This one a personal favorite of myself. Some votes for Zendikar, some for Chandalar, and one for Dominaria, but it is Chandalar. Our next question is going to be another in the speedrunning category. SGDQ 2019 raised a total of how much for charity? Was it A, $2,888,928? Was it B, $2,928,111? C, $3,133,282? D, $2,765,100? Or E, $3,039,596? It did not occur to me when writing this question that I would have to read all of those out, and I have annoyed myself. Looks like most of the votes are split between D and E. But it was E that was the first over $3 million raised at GDQ. Our next question is going to be about Golden Sun. Which of these terms does not denote a category of adept or djinn in the Golden Sun franchise? Is it A, Mars, B, Saturn, C, Mercury, D, Venus, or E, Jupiter? Looks like half of the people going for Saturn, some for Mercury and Jupiter, but it is Saturn. Mars is the fire element, Mercury the water element, Jupiter the air element, and Venus, of course, the earth element, because there is no planet that we could have used that would have been more appropriate for the element of earth. Our next question is going to be about the Injustice fighting games. In Injustice 2, which of the following characters did not have an alternate skin that is treated as a different character? Is it A, Cyborg, B, Superman, C, Wonder Woman, D, The Flash, or E, Supergirl? We've got some votes for Cyborg and Superman and Wonder Woman and The Flash, but it is Wonder Woman. Cyborg has his alternate skin named Grid. Superman has Cyborg Superman, which is actually kind of weird because Cyborg's also a question here. The Reverse Flash is an alternate skin for The Flash, and Power Girl is an alternate skin for Supergirl. We're going to have an image here from the Secret of Mana series. And the question is, which mana spirit is received from that NPC? Is it A, Shade, B, Sylphid, C, Dryad, D, Luna, or E, Gnome? %25 for Shade, 50% for Dryad, and 25% for Gnome, but it's actually Sylphid. That was the Wind Temple from Secret of Mana. Our next question is going to be about Street Fighter. This Street Fighter character was a failed experiment of the same Shadaloo cloning methods that created Cammy. Is it A, Colon, B, Sea Viper, C, Decapra, D, Sharon, or E, Lucia? It looks like everybody's going with Sea Viper, but unfortunately it's Decapra. Decapra was created by the Shadaloo cloning experiments. Our next question is going to be another in the speedrunning category. At SGDQ 2019, which of the following names won the bid war to be featured as the player's name for the Dark Souls run? Was it A, Real Barb Souls, B, Bort, C, Try Jumping, D, Spicy Boy, or E, Bark Souls? These were the top 5 choices. None of them great. Looks like we had Spicy Boy and Bark Souls. It actually was Bark Souls. Our next question is going to be an audio clip from the Mega Man series. All right, and the question, this was the theme from whose stage in Mega Man X? Was it A, Sting Chameleon? Was it B, the intro stage? C, Armor Armadillo? D, Storm Eagle? Or E, Flame Mammoth? The majority went with Storm Eagle, and that is correct. Our next question is going to be about Diablo. Diablo, Duriel is the boss of which act in Diablo 2? These are supposed to be in order, but they're not. So is it A, Act 1, B, Act 2, C, Act 5, D, Act 3, or E, Act 4? Most people went with Act 2, and that's correct. All right, our next question is going to be about the Final Fantasy series. Which of the following Final Fantasy mountains appears in Final Fantasy IX? Is it A, Mount Koltz, B, Mount Gagazet, C, Mount Gulug, D, Mount Bur-Omasis, or E, Mount Ordeals? We're asking which of these is a mountain that appears in Final Fantasy IX? I'm going to give this one just a little extra time to think. All right, we've got 50% for Mount Gagazet, 33% for Gulug, and 16% for Ordeals. It is Gulug. Mount Koltz, can anybody tell me, is from Final Fantasy 6. Mount Gagazet is from Final Fantasy X. Mount Burrow-Masace is from Final Fantasy XII, and Mount Ordeals is from Final Fantasy IV. That's correct. Unfortunately, there are no bonus points. Our next question is a mystery category. We have a video clip.
Do you know what you're doing? I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you see? Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature, the original sin that man is responsible to. To protect the life cycle, I have made a creature to rule over mankind. This is the final battle. Show yourself, our new ruler, the Emperor.
And our question, who was the name of the character that was sitting in the chair that was doing that amazing voice acting? Is it A, Paul, B, the suit, C, Harry, D, Steinbach, or E, Goldman? Easily probably some of the best voice acting I've ever seen. Just short of Dr. Huawei in Mega Man. We've got some for Steinbach and some for Goldman, and Goldman is the correct answer. And our next question is another mystery category. Which of the following video games does not feature a set of twins? Is it A, Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, B, Super Mario Galaxy 2, C, Final Fantasy X, D, Metal Gear Solid, or E, Street Fighter III, Third Strike? Does not feature a set of twins. And let's see what people thought for this one. We got some votes for Phoenix Wright. We've got some votes for Mario, Final Fantasy, and Metal Gear Solid, but it is Final Fantasy. To run through a little bit, Phoenix Wright had Eeny and Meeny Miny, in case I believe it was 2. Super Mario Galaxy, canonically, Mario and Luigi are twin brothers. That is something that I verified in a couple of different sources, and it is in some of the instruction manuals, but it is surprisingly true. Metal Gear Solid, Liquid, and Solid Snake are twins, clone twins, but still twins. And in Street Fighter III, we have Yun and Yang as twins. Yeah, Game 2. Yeah. We do have some mild spoilers occasionally here, but we try to keep them to relatively older games. They were twin sisters, though. No, they weren't. They weren't?
The twins are in case 1 through 5 of the Trials and Tribulations.
I might be thinking of the wrong thing then.
But there are twins in.
Okay. So that's my mistake. I was thinking of the wrong set of siblings, but there we go. Our next question is going to be about Advance Wars. Which Advance Wars character has a CO power that partially heals all of your units? Was it A, Sammy, B, Drake, C, Olaf, D, Sonya, or E, Andy? Which Advance Wars character has a CO power that partially heals all of your units? All right, we got some votes for Drake and for Sonia, but it's actually Andy that is able to heal his own units. We have another speedrunning question for number 27. The largest ever race recorded on speedrunslive.com was a Link to the Past Master Sword race in January of 2015. How many people participated in this race? A, 150, B, 225, C, 300, D, 301, or E, 433. All right, looks like our answers are split pretty evenly amongst four, but it was 301. 301 people participated in that race, mostly billed in order to be the biggest race on Speedruns Live. Our next question is going to be about Portal 2. What Academy Award-winning actor provided the voice of Cave Johnson in Portal 2? Was it A, Christoph Waltz, B, Sam Rockwell, C, Kevin Spacey, D, J.K. Simmons, or E, Liam Neeson? The majority went with J.K. Simmons, and that is correct. J.K. Simmons. Our next question is going to be a video clip from the Kirby series. All right, and the question is, which Kirby Superstar subgame was just beaten? Is it A, The Great Cave Offensive, B, Milky Way Wishes, C, Planet Robobot, D, The Revenge of Meta Knight, or E, Dynablade? Looks like we've got most of our votes for Planet Robobot. But that was actually Milky Way Wishes. Planet Robobot was one of the later Kirby games in the series, and it was a trick answer, which seems to have worked. Our next question is going to be about Hearthstone. Which of the following is the official subtitle of Hearthstone? Is it A, Summoner's Rift, B, Tavern Brawl, C, Heroes of Warcraft, D, Card Battler, or E, Legends of Azeroth, which is the official subtitle of Hearthstone? Looks like most of the votes are for Heroes of Warcraft, which is correct. Not often said, but the full title of the game is Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. Our next question is going to be about Astral Chain. What term refers to the partnered familiars of officers in Astral Chain? Is it A, Praetor, B, Phalanx, C, Centurion, D, Aegis, or E, Legion? It looks like 20% went with Phalanx, the rest with Aegis, but the answer is Legion. Our next question is going to be about civilization. In Civilization 6, what yield is added to a tundra tile by the Russian civ's ability, Mother Russia? Is it A, +1 faith, B, +1 production, C, +1 food, D, both A and B, or E, both A and C? And thankfully, those did not rearrange like the ones that were supposed to earlier, because they would have made no sense otherwise. %, said A and B, which is 1 faith and 1 production, and it is the correct answer. Our next question is going to be a video clip from the Mass Effect series of games.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
And our question is, what's the name of the bar that Commander Shepard and the crew are in, with Caden doing that amazing dance? Is it A, the Afterlife Club, B, Flux, C, Eternity, D, Chora's Den, or E, Purgatory? All right, we've got votes for Afterlife Club, Eternity, and Chora's Den, but that is Chora's Den. Possibly his favorite club on the Citadel. I'm not exactly sure. All right, our next question is again going to be about speedrunning. One of the most popular recent games for speedrunners is Celeste. But who currently holds the record for any % in Celeste? Is it A, TGH, B, M Sushi or Masushi, C, Chai Kitty, D, Bobai, or E, Marlin? We've got 50% for TGH. We've got votes for Masushi and Chai Kitty. It's Chai Kitty that currently has the any percent record for Celeste. All right, our next question is going to be about Mega Man. Which of these sports has Mega Man played in an official spin-off game? Has he played A, baseball, B, soccer, C, cricket, D, tennis, or E, golf? In an official spin-off game, Mega Man has played one of these sports. For some reason. And it looks like we've got most of our votes for soccer and somebody for golf, but it is Mega Man Soccer for the Super Nintendo. One of the games that I actually owned as a kid, and you may notice that that has been a little bit of a throughput on some of the questions. All of our questions are sourced from our community, myself, and other volunteers that have been kind enough to send in any content that they would like to have featured. We're always taking new submissions, so if anybody would be interested, just let me know, and we can get you any information that you would need. Our next question is going to be about Dota 2. Ghost Ship is the ultimate ability of this Dota 2 hero. Is it A, Tusk, B, Slardar, C, Sven, D, Kunkka, or E, Marana? Which of these heroes has the ultimate ability, Ghost Ship? Got votes for most of the first four answers, but it is D, Kunkka, who I believe is some level of admiral or something. We got another speedrunning question. As of 1/1/2020, who holds the world record for Super Metroid Any Percent, according to speedrun.com? Is it A, Oats and Goats, B, QTY, C, Zost, D, Behemoth 87, or E, Overfiend VIP? As of the beginning of this year, who currently holds the world record for Super Metroid Any Percent? %, went with Oats and Goats, and the rest went with Behemoth 87. And that is the correct answer. Behemoth 87, currently the world record holder for Super Metroid Any Percent. Our next question is going to be about Catherine. What is the name of the bar where Vincent spends many of his daytime hours in Catherine's main story? Is it A, the Sleepy Sheep, B, the Black Sheep, C, the Herded Sheep, D, the Blind Sheep, or E, the Stray Sheep? Most answers went for Black Sheep, some for Blind, but it's actually the Stray Sheep. So not a lot of change in the leaderboard on this one. Our next question is going to be based on the following image of Team Fortress 2. And our question, which character was furthest to the right in that image? Was it A, the demo man, B, the medic, C, the engineer, D, the soldier, or E, the scout? And I have been asked in the past, no, you may not see the image again. Stage right. No, not stage right. The right. You tripped me up. All right, we have one vote for the demo man, votes for the medic and the engineer, but it is the medic was furthest to the right. Our next question is going to be about NBA Jam. Which of the following was not ever a secret character in an NBA Jam game? Was it A, Hillary Clinton, B, Adam Adrock Horowitz, C, Bill Clinton, D, a small child named Air Dog, or E, George Clinton? Which of the following of these was not ever a secret character in an NBA Jam game? All right, looks like we've got votes for Hillary Clinton and Adam Horowitz and George Clinton, and it is Adam Horowitz. Adam Horowitz, Adrock, one of the Beastie Boys. I believe MCA actually was playable in an NBA Jam game as one of the Beastie Boys. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton both been playable as have George Clinton, and for some reason, a small child named Air Dog was included in one of the games. George Clinton is a musical artist, not related to the Clintons. It's a completely different Clinton that was added because I guess they just really like the name Clinton and they ran out of other Clintons. It was very interesting when I was doing the research. Nobody knew who Air Dog was until actually last year when somebody tracked down one of the graphic designers for the game, and it was just his kid. Just put his kid in as a secret character named Air Dog, and nobody knew why or how or what that was about until very recently. So it was very interesting that that finally got solved. Question 41 is going to be about the Hitman series. What is the source of Agent 47's code name? Is it A, there is no reason, he picked it at random. B, he has 47 different weapon specialties. C, he is the 47th version of a clone. D, he was 47 years old when he became a hitman. or E, he was born in 1947. We got votes for no reason. Most people went with the clone answer, which is the correct answer. I find it interesting that if it were that he was born in 1947, it probably would just be his screen name. Our next question is going to be a video clip from Shovel Knight. All right, in Shovel Knight, where can you find this wonderful dancer? Is it A, the village, B, the armor outpost, C, the lost city, D, the Tower of Fate, or E, the Hall of Champions? Looks like most of the votes for the village, one vote for the lost city, and she is located in the village. Our next question is another mystery category. Which of the following game series uses goth as its currency? Is it A, the Fire Emblem series, B, the Ogre Battle series, C, the Super Robot Wars series, D, the Ark the Lad series, or E, the Langrisser series? Which of the following game series uses something called goth as its currency? All right, let's see what everybody thought. Looks like Ogre Battle, Ark the Lad, and Langrisser, but it is Ogre Battle. In Ogre Battle, the currency is referred to as goth with a capital G. Another mystery category. Which of the following TV shows did not have an official video game adaptation? Was it A, Alf, B, Firefly, C, Gilligan's Island, D, Desperate Housewives, or E, Home Improvement? Which of the following TV shows did not have an official video game adaptation? Most people went with Firefly. We have some with Home Improvement. Firefly never got a video game adaptation. There is, for some reason, a Desperate Housewives video game. I did not look into it, do not know what you do in it, and don't want to know.
I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure if D was a video game, I would have heard about it.
I know someone that has an Alf video game. The Home Improvement series game is very popular because of the AVGN.
I had the home improvement video game as a kid, actually, on the SNES. Yeah.
And I've seen people review it, so. Gilligan's Island, I heard someone had a game, but.
All right, our 45th question is going to be about speedrunning. What is the final scheduled game for AGDQ 2020? Is it A, Final Fantasy VII, B, Katana Zero, C, Untitled Goose Game, D, Super Metroid Impossible, or E, Super Mario Maker 2? And it looks like most of our votes are for Super Metroid Impossible, and that is what we're going to be closing out the marathon with. And that brings us to the end of the questions that I have prepared. Came in a little earlier than I thought. Tonight's winner is SSBB Hacks, right here in the front row. Congratulations. As our winner, I'd like you to have this Steam gift card. And Iconic Gesture coming in second place. We have right back there. And I have one for you as well. There you go. I want to thank everybody again for coming out. Again, my name is Aaron Brake. I'm known as the Panda. Video Game Trivia, we go live every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We may or may not be having a show next week, depending on what some of my compatriots have done in my absence. But we will definitely be back the week after that. If anybody wants to come out, we'd be perfectly happy to have you. And again, if anybody's interested in doing any question writing, we would love to have you on board for that as well. So again, thank you very much for coming out. I hope everybody had a good time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of GDQ. Thank you very much.